I think we're live. Yeah, there we go. Alright, welcome back to episode 5. I guess stream 5. It's only like stream 4, isn't it? Whatever, this is the 5th episode, whether you are watching on stream or recording, of my World of Terrifying Silence playthrough. In the previous episode, we had a fairly short month. I don't believe we hit any USOs, basic missions, but it was a positive score. And research is working on Church Databank, which... Oh, right, have I done this yet? Yeah, okay, so this unlocks the mission with a bunch of Zarquid we have to kill. Okay. And it's the start of the month. I have money to spend. 3 million's not normally a lot, but you don't get all that much here. Is it worth building a lab? Do I need more soldiers? No, might need technicians. Have you finished the Triton? Yes. So it might be worth purchasing a few more, well, technicians here. Did I lose the only concurrent viewer? Is serial designation gone? Ah, well. Probably could have mentioned in the Discord that I was going to stream. I just figured it'd be a schedule at this point. Yeah, we should get 10 technicians. Okay. Those will come in shortly. What else do we have? Oh, knives. Yeah, we ran out of... Why did we run out of... Oh, we never had enough to begin with for the Triton here, didn't we? These are all items that are already on board. Jet harpoon, and super cavitating. So, 2 different ammo types, armor piercing, and armor piercing with 50% more damage. Okay. And we'll go ahead and let time run. It's weird to not have to pay attention to... It's weird that this is basically just a recording now. 20 knives, we'll go ahead and put those on the Triton. Are knives not down at the bottom? Yeah, they are. And we need 12? Yes. Is 12 a nerf to the size? I always thought it was 14, but that could have been... That could just be UFO. Dart autogun, good. We need the packs for this too. These are the shotgun rounds. So it only has 2 ammo, but you fire a good 4 pellets per round. And I actually made some ammo for this, so I probably do want to put it on board. Did I already put a few of these on? Oh, I did already put a few of these on. Which means all we really care about are the packs, which will be done soon. Church Databank. Presence of aquatoids in the city center was a great surprise to us. Yep. Well, I mean, I played this before, but... to everyone else... UFOs shot? Yeah, so... welcome. Analysis shows computer, mostly protocols. Yep, hyperwave broadcast, unable to decipher... Over 10 years ago. So yeah, this research is what prompts us to do the old UFO missions that have crashed at the bottom of the ocean from the previous war. Okay. Ta-da. Oh, and it scrolls. Yeah, there you go. I actually didn't know that. I'll probably have to go and check some other readings for this. But yes. So, in theory, the cult's no longer a threat, as terabytes of personal data on cult members were found as well. But that means we get to see... I don't know if they show up this month. I think that when new missions spawn... Or not spawn. When you unlock texts that unlock new missions, I believe those only start spawning in the next month. Which is why I was hoping to get that done in the previous month. Paladin of the Church. Their plans, which I think that doesn't really matter after getting the tech. Aquatoid Medic leads to... I mean, I'm going to be honest with you, if we get lucky on one of these autopsies... Zarquid, no. One of these leads to... Unless we have to interrogate alive, in which case... That's not happening. Like, if we get for free Tasoth... No, okay, so... My thought is that some of these aliens give you random technologies. I'm not really sure which ones give what. Like, Lobster Man... No, you might need a live one. And if that's the case, then getting a live alien is going to be much harder. And that's how you get things like aquaplastics. I believe it was... Was it the Zarquid? Hold on. If we go to the medic... I swear it was the Zarquid. No, it's not the Tricene. Yeah, okay. Well, I'm gonna look at the medic in the... Well, I haven't even picked a project. Do we have anything new off of that? We probably want... Detection vessel, so no, that's a dead end. Okay. Protection from acid isn't all that useful to us, and there's not all that much here. I'd consider the flamethrower since it's unique, but I also don't know that it's worth purchasing right now. I think we go with the Aquatoid. And while I was hoping that one of the autopsies that it gave us could randomly give us a useful tech, it doesn't look like they do, because I know that Lobstermen gave access to aquaplastics. I think I can just search, right? Just give me the soldier. Leads to Lobsterman? Okay, hold on. Aquaplastics? Wait, no, it depends on either of these three. You can get this... Oh, okay. No, so researching the corpse leads to multiple things, whereas getting the autopsy can come from other... I see. Oh yeah, and these are helpful. So... we have a full hour before this is done. Now, what are we going to manufacture? What do we actually need? Chemical neutralizer? I feel like I put a few of these on, right? That's why it's a different color. Because I've picked the recipe before. That's interesting. And did I ever... Coelacanth gas cannon. I don't know that these did all that much damage. I was hoping for stats when I middle-clicked there. There's a gnat. How? Is my window open? Deal with that later. Gas cannon. We might need high explosive. I don't know what we actually need off of this list. Oh, we could get the torpedo launcher. That's something I neglected in previous runs. And having, I mean, functionally a rocket launcher is going to be super useful. Do I need more than 5? Are people going to be strong enough to carry more than 5? I don't think so. What are we looking for? We have large and phosphor, so fire. Is there only large? Hold on, can I... Alright, hang on. General equipment, alright. Currently only 2 available. There will be a third. Okay, so we only get large. And... excuse me. Yeah, 90 high explosive as well. Incendiary could be useful. Some of the enemies were super resistant to things, and I'm not sure what's resistant to what. But I'd actually have to go digging into files to figure that one out. So I'm gonna go with the generic high explosive for these. I never actually assigned them. There you go. 3 days. Ta-da. There's also a Zarbite torpedo. Interesting. Well, hold on. We look at large. We'll go ahead and throw some large in here. That might be for a different weapon. 30 feels like overkill. We'll go to 20. But the only reason I say that there's only 3 is because if we go back to general equipment... While it only shows 2 under here, this compatible ammo should show you everything, and it's odd that there's... Does it scroll? It does not scroll. So it says there's only 3 here. Is there a different weapon I can use as an example? Yeah, here. Like, the Hydrojet Cannon does have Zarbite ammo, and it shows up on the list even though we haven't researched it. So there's probably a different version of the torpedo launcher. Is this a craft weapon? Right? It's not. Firearm. Underwater. That's good to know. Two-handed block both hands. Yes, this is an actual weapon. Yeah, there's probably a Zarbite craft torpedo. I don't doubt that. Okay. There's... Same as the gas cannon. Okay. So yeah, there is an upgrade in the future. We'll go ahead and take these for now, though. I don't know if I need another radar base at this point, because in the previous run, we didn't. Welcome. And we have a few of these. Okay. I am considering, well, what's it going to cost to build a new base, and where would we build it? It needs to be somewhere that we're at least in range, like... This is a decent spot, this is a decent spot. This is kind of a mess where you need 3 bases one way or another. And this is a decent spot. I almost feel like you put it down here, but at this point we're just gambling. Because if we haven't seen any USOs in the previous month, they probably are starting to branch out. But even then, we don't have... That doesn't make much sense, does it? Progression-wise, we don't have the craft to actually get around till... I mean, now. And we made it to June, and they were still targeting regions with bases. How big is this region? Is there some sort of a toggle I have for that? It'll be geoscape, country radar, flight, show... No, so there's nothing here. If I go into USOpedia? No, hold on, graphs. North, south, yeah, so it's probably just a north and... So, presumably this is north and this is south. We probably want a radar base nearby. Debug has a toggle, okay. I don't know that I need the debug toggle, but... It's something I should look at in the future. This one have 2 separate bases, so you can reach everywhere with 2 ships. That's true, but I don't want the equipment to support 2 separate bases. And we have the Triton now, so we can reach to the other side of the globe, it's just really slow. We just need the radar coverage. And I mean, I guess I could put this anywhere, but we are just guessing, so I might as well put it... I might as well put it somewhere like here, so we at least get full usage out of the radar. And what's this going to cost? $550, that's respectable. What, did I put this Indian? I'm going to put IND. And I don't remember what I was actually doing with these. I believe I like putting the access lifts here, because we're going to have 2 hangars, potentially 3. This allows us to have soldiers on both sides when we actually have to defend the base. So I'm going to go ahead and do that again. Airlock. And we need... Give me... Is this a plus corridor? Corridor? I'm pretty sure it builds into one. Either way will make that work. Unless you can't build over things in this one. I know you could in Reavers. And hopefully this builds into the plus shape. Yeah, because it's just corridor. Hold on, if I hover it... Corridor, yeah, okay. I assume this just doesn't show up correctly. And from there we want a sub-pen. Well, do I care about a sub-pen this early? 200. So I don't know that I'm planning on launching things from this base. At least not this early. 25 days. Do I really care? I should probably build one. But I'm not going to worry about the second once that one's complete. And this is fine. We have a few more engineers. I probably do want to build another one of any of these buildings. What's it going to cost to build a lab? 650? That is not bad, but we don't even have the research projects at this stage. I mean, we will the second we get a couple of useful corpses. So I should probably build another lab in anticipation for those. What's your... No, hold on. I want facility info. Monthly 30k, that's fine. So I will go ahead and build an extra lab down here. And then we'll go ahead and let the time pass. Aquatoid Medic. It's an Aquatoid. What did we get in addition to the Skill Man? That leads us to Alien Origins. I don't know if that gives us anything useful. In Reavers, that string of text was unmodified. It leads to stun ammo. Harpoon stun clip? That sounds good to me. I feel like I'm going to regret researching this, though. Does it say... It doesn't say affects game progress. It generally affects game progress, I interpret to mean allows new mission types to spawn. Which shows up on things like the church box. Large torpedo, good. I'm just going to put you on these, and you can go ahead and sell them. Yeah, jet harpoon stun stuff. Hello, welcome in. So, did I kill the church, and now I'm not going to get any missions? Okay, yeah, it's the plus-shaped corridor. Question... Well, I'm just going to leave the plus shape there. I need... Do I need a living quarters, or do I just add a radar to this thing? I mean, sonar. I think I just leave it as a sonar right now. Okay. Well, that's not great. Stun ammo, I mean, that's pretty much the only useful thing we have to research right this second. Well, there's acid weapons right above it. Are these... Hold on, not protection, acid weapons. There's your acid torpedo, and lots of acid gun, acid pistol, acid... Oh, just info. Is this land only? Decided to wake up with 0 intelligence, you've been grinding rust. Grinding rust off a gate? Man. Yeah, no, that's... not recommended. We'll go with that. Yeah, you didn't research church databank until you got another, like, 5 of the missions? Yeah. No, I kind of forgot that they stopped spawning, although I do think we had no real issues? Because the underwater activity you expect to still show up. USOs were never a problem. Aliens assaulting a military base. Ah. I didn't miss these missions. Okay. Yeah. We do have lasers. We might need them. Hmm. Okay, so our loadouts are kind of all over the place. Let's go back to start. What do we even have here? One... Why are there not enough items? What items are we missing? No, hold on. Z? I'm sorry, what does Z do? Oh, this is auto-equip, isn't it? Let me tabs through and remove everybody's equipment since we have a few new weapons. Okay, back to start. 1? 0? What are we missing? Okay, now I'm confused. What used to be in the loadout that isn't here now? Not enough items to copy this loadout. What? Did you go from laser carbine to rifle? No, I never actually used the laser carbine. This looks like the loadout. This isn't that big a deal, it's just confusing. Or perplexing, I guess. I don't... Okay, anyway, I'm going to just... Let's see, 0, 1... Is there some item we phased out? Just at a glance. Oh, yeah, the harpoons with stun rounds. We don't even have enough of those. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Which means you want... this, and you want... this. Okay, those are useful. Hold on. What do you mean they're the same? Oh, damn it. And we want these over here. You want this and this. That's 0. So we have our loadouts. What is 2, though? This was probably the underwater grenade launcher. Gas cannon, do we have a loadout for this? We do. I'm just gonna swap these for stun grenades. And call that loadout 9. And loadout 7, let's go ahead and grab you. Drop both of these, take a laser rifle. Put you here. I feel like we need another weapon. Can these be used... Are they underwater only? Dual media, so no. Then you can go ahead and carry one of these. And that is 7. Yeah, I'd completely forgotten about the harpoons, too. I mean, clearly. Okay, so we have our 4 loadouts. I don't even know if lasers are going to save us. Oh, hold on, we also have... Wait, no, they're underwater only, so I'm not even going to worry about it. I was going to say, we also have those torpedo launchers, but... those aren't going to save us. And these things, do they have better accuracy than the... Where's the X-rifle for comparison? 75, 110. 70, 110. So they're slightly better. I mean, time unit cost, I believe, is worse, right? No, it's not actually that much worse. You just can't auto-fire. But yeah, I think the 5 extra damage on the X-rifle was better. The X-rifles and lasers deal almost the same amount of damage, but lasers have piercing. Yeah. No, it's entirely to do with the auto-fire here. Let's see. So, I want somebody with decent accuracy to have... Here, you want 3. I want people with good accuracy to have lasers. You've good accuracy. You have 50... How are... Have you just been in the training pool since you got here? Okay. Were you overweight? No. Ta-da. Yeah, we have a couple of people who might have just been sitting in the training pool. I want a handful of people with the rifle for auto's sake. Not enough items to copy the template? Oh, right, we have no more dart auto pistols. We can add a few of those here. There you go. Because last time we did this mission... Not enough items, we're out of harpoons now. Last time we did this mission, though, there were aquatoids. Although if there's aquatoids, there's Psi, and we're not going to beat it anyway. How'd you manage 44 accuracy? Okay, and we're back to start. Yeah, primarily shotguns with some lasers. I'm not... What, do we have one rifle? We have one X rifle. How many? We put 6. Crew size. It's a lot of shotguns. Okay. I'm just gonna give you the rifle. Do I want you to have a rifle too? How many shotguns do we even have on the craft? Is it... We have 8 on the craft, which means we have 4. Okay, so we can't go any lower than 4. Lasers would be effective if it's aquatoids. That is true, but so will shotguns. Unless they have armor that I'm not aware of. Because at this point, anything unarmored, we have a shotgun. Anything armored, we have the laser. And the X-Rifle is that weird, long-range, you want auto-fire for lots of damage option. Which I believe we have 2 of those. Now, whether or not they'll actually be in the right place at the right time is yet to be seen, but we can dream. And I'm not sure if this... I mean, we'll see what happens. I've been shot down a couple times, and I think this is almost certainly slower than whatever we're going up against. So this is a pretty major improvement over the plane. Please be day, please be day. Oh. Okay. How far in are we? We're about 29 minutes in. Military base terror. Right? Alien assault? Yeah, I'm gonna leave it as military base terror. Where did chat go? There you are. Okay. And we have the loadout set up, so... We'll see how this goes. My immediate guess is poorly. How do we see 5? Oh, come on. Okay. So 3 of the enemies can shoot back and are looking at us. And now we see 2 more aliens, just for good measure. There's another one. Okay. Calcinite. Yeah, you guys are going to hope that there are military people somewhere nearby so you don't get shot. You love the music for the base? I think we got... Ah, of course. Okay. Yeah. Don't panic, don't panic. Who got hit? Nobody... Okay, they failed whatever attack. We gotta get out of it. Oh, hi, sir. There's a bunch of you. How did you not... How'd you do nothing? This guy floating in the void. There's so many of them up here. Okay. We... are in an interesting situation. How are there 7 in line of sight? 4, 7. You're up here? Okay. Oh, we have 2 shotguns at the entrance. Do you guys even have range? Do you have poor accuracy? No, you have 60 firing accuracy. Aiming doesn't really help. Okay, there's now 8 visible. These are a problem. They tried attacking Wolf. I was gonna say, it's one of the 2 in the middle. Or is Wolf? Here? Okay. Yeah, thank you. Now, I don't know that we can do much about that, so we're just gonna have to run with the fact that we can't deal with Psy. But the fact that they have Psy is bad. Okay. One thing I do want to try is shooting a laser weapon at a calcinite. Though whether or not I have the line of sight to do that is a very different story. We're not quite close enough to just shoot an aquatoid with a shotgun. You have armor, I'd imagine. I don't know how I want to shuffle people around to get this to work. If you weren't in the way, I'd be shooting at this guy. I probably just want to shoot at one of them, but if it... The problem is that there's going to be a lot of shrapnel. I did bring gas cannons. I don't think I gave them to anybody. Are gas cannons good against calcinites? At least it wasn't 100 menial attacks against the entire squad, yes, so there is probably only one guy who has the power, but... Welcome back. We're in a military base, and I'm conflicted. I probably just take the aim shot at this point. Okay, well, they died of shotguns. I don't know that that was ever in question. Spamming gas cannons. The problem is they weigh so much. I mean, for some reason, these people are all 50 strength. It's like they've spent their entire career in the diving pool. Apparently that's the strategy. I see. You can see an aquatoid. So, you move to here, and then... Problem is I kind of want a shotgun up front. Okay, hold on. So, are you a good enough shot? Should be. Can you hit this guy? How many shots do you get? 20, so you get 2 shots. I mean, it's been shot. It bleeds, apparently. Till you have a reaction shot in your face. That is another concern I have with the gas cannon. You can move to here. So I don't know that I really want... I don't know what I want to do about this, actually. Now, if one of the psi attacks... Well, they're not going to mind control us, right? That was not a good shot. That was a building? I know. We're just going to start shifting in and out here and shooting at aquatoids. Okay. X-Rifle, one of the couple we brought along. This is pretty much the exact case where I want the auto-fire. You have 23 to shoot again, 18... Problem is I'm gonna hit a military guy if I do that. Just move. Thank you. Do I gamble with auto, or do I have you fire a snapshot? I feel like I gamble with auto anyway. Good shot. It should die an extra bleed out unless its HP is increased like in Harmony. Well... I'm pretty sure the Gilman had its HP increased, so it would not surprise me if they are more durable. There's one. That was like... Okay. This is where things go wrong. Did you get one? Or are you panicking? We didn't. Okay, hold on. Oh, yeah, okay, wolf. I was gonna say, I swear... Did it go after one of the people in the front? Okay, good job not panicking. Drop your things on the ground. You're just gonna sit and... Hmm. Okay, I would like a corpse. That's not good. Can you see this guy on the fence line? How did you live? Oh, you only hit him once? Okay. You're gonna step to here, you're gonna step to here. Oh, yeah, no wonder you didn't kill him. Yeah, I forgot about that too. Do shotguns work? Let's find out. That's a solid no. These should do better damage? Just keep walking, man. I know there's aliens. Does it bleed? It bleeds. You have 23 to get inside. I mean, you can just... Yeah, do it. It's alive too. Okay. You have time units. Sprinting across the base seems like a potential hazard. You're probably not the guy to sprint across the base. I'd like somebody with slightly worse stats. We might be sacrificing... Alright, hold on. If this guy's alive, I'd like to believe you'll be fine. Well, no, because it doesn't even take that many time units. Okay, hold on. We can find somebody worse off to sacrifice here. You step to the side. That's great. You can step outside anyway. I'm gonna have Wolf go ahead and do it. Wait, no, you don't have time units for this, though. Alright, never mind. Good luck. We did it. And now I shift people around over and over again until we kill a few more aliens. So one of you needs to I guess you can move to here, you can move to here. A couple of you get a chance to walk outside and shoot. And of course you dropped your things, which, I mean... I don't trust you not to shoot somebody in the back from that spot. Is that the ground? Okay, good job. Get inside. I'm gonna have to call this a victory and leave, aren't I? I mean, you can grab your laser rifle, run to the entrance, fire a shot, and go back. Right? You're gonna have 20? Yeah, you'll be fine. Alright, take your training. We're gonna have to abandon these guys, because we're not gonna be able to deal with Psy. We can't really get... Go inside. Walk inside. Thank you. Noons if you want to... Yeah, no, we're not sticking around. The fact that we got it alive... And this is gonna be our only mission. And yeah, the succeeding on the 10 morale roll is impressive. Did you get nothing out of it? Okay. It's a good item. Although, I'm not sure... Electronics, I mean, we got it alive. I'm just gonna run with that. Although, we needed a live Terra unit to get electronics, which lets us do all the dissection recipes. Yeah, it's another one of those XCOM heroically fleeing to fight another day. Okay. Nope, don't need this. Yeah. I mean, you think you'd think the military pirates attack cargo ship. Well, I guess they're not completely gone. I need you to get back to base. I need to do this mission. Suspicious settlement. Okay, so everything's spawning at once. Amazing. Alright, well, we have another plane. How many people do we have? Six. I'm going to remove the fuel tank. You guys are going to go do the settlement? I'm sure you'll be fine. Actually, we can put a drone on, right? Yeah, see if it makes it past mission 1. Turn 1 of the mission. Oh, and then we get to go through here. X-Rifle, we should have enough. We have an absurd number of shotguns, too. Because we keep getting them for missions. I guess 10 isn't absurd. Go up to 12 on that. We need... This is too few dye grenades. Okay. Do we need anything past this? I mean, you guys can have knives. It's part of the loadout. You will not have any... You're not gonna have anything much past this, though. Alright, everybody. Yeah, it's gonna flash that every time. You don't have flares and you don't have a harpoon. You're accurate. You're accurate. You stick with the shotgun. You're doing good enough. Shotgun, shotgun, shotgun. And back to start. I swear I put 8 weapons on and only 7 have been put on people. Hold on. Ah, drone. That's right. That's the case, I guess the drone... Oh, so it's not an issue that the drone has. Okay. And order shipment of... I mean... It's funny you say 16,000, but if we go in here... Okay, only 1.6. And that's storage space limited. Okay. Duh. I guess we're gonna go with that, and yeah, it's just right here. Alright, off you guys go. This is gonna be... It's gonna have to be the Triton. And I'm pretty sure... Yeah, we're gonna get to this first. I should timestamp this. We want this instance, as you have an accurate timestamp. It's about 44. And where did chat go? There you are. Just went 0 off, yeah. Alright. Now, oh yes, drone. This is a mistake. I mean, it could be worse. Where are... I see we're moving up in the world as mutants. Interesting. Okay, can you hit this guy? You're not the guy to take the shot. What are you up to? 60's pretty good. You can't see him. No, if you're the only guy who can see him. How are you doing? This is just impressively bad. I mean, strength is okay. Not a mistake, only a tactical exploit. I mean, the reason I say it's a mistake is because this thing's gonna get killed turn 1 and stun everybody around it. You know what? Go ahead, take the shot. I expected nothing less. Can you do it again? No, you're just injured now. Okay, kill this. Amazing. I don't even... Loss of words. You see both? Yeah, okay, good for you. I don't know what this is, but I need you to kill it. Good enough for me. Do we have medkits on people, or did I forget about... Oh, we don't even have medkits on the mission. Come on. How are 3 of you hurt? Hold on, 4? Oh, this is gonna be something else. What happened to your firing accuracy? No, it's not that. Hmm. Yeah, that has to be the worst starting stat so far this playthrough. Oh, and your accuracy tanked because you got shot. Okay, at least you can shoot that. You are doing better. What? Can you just not see because you got shot? I don't get it. I have a feeling we're just gonna run, grab this corpse, and leave. I mean, 35 is workable. And you have the highest time units in the area? Yeah, well, you get 37. I think that's gonna be better here. Just because that means that you guys can run to a different... Oh, right, the drone. No, you can run to a different square. Can you get back to here? Yes. Okay. Drone, what do you even... You don't see anybody, apparently. Everybody's here. We got a corpse. Net positive. What are you? Just a plain mutant? You're just a plain mutant. It's a different skin for it. Can't see because of the wall, I think. It's like having line up... Yeah. Which is annoying, but I'm also not sticking around, so we're not dealing with the problem. Apparently we've already had these before, and that's just a different skin. Okay, well, I mean, we weren't going to get to the mission anyway, because the Triton was going to this, so that could have gone worse, but it also could have gone significantly better. Now, you're refueling for 8 hours, and we're gonna need those 8 hours. Never mind. Okay. Stun clip freeze, 35. That's pretty good. I think we just lost 200, though, because of the pirates despawned. Somewhat expensive free 30k. I mean, it costs a little ammo. And people are going to be stuck forever in the medbay. Speaking of the medbay, we might actually want this now. Harpoon stun clip. I would actually like a few of these. Is this for the autogun? That could be useful. I will take these, though. Actually, hold on. Let me go look at the 2 different ammos we just unlocked. It's general? Yeah, here we go. So your freeze is 20, the rifle is 35. I don't know if it's worth having these as a secondary. You might as well buy a new soldier instead. I mean... 2 of the people who got injured are quite good. But, I'm gliding here might be happy with a new role. Okay. And I mean, Jet Harpoon, Freeze 35, yeah, we just kind of have to go with that. And I believe Freeze? No, hold on, Stun. There you go. I don't know how long this takes, I didn't even look. We're gonna go up to, say, 30? Shouldn't take too long, a day and 16 hours, okay. We just did this. I'll do it again. Despawn only 10. Might want to make Glide have an accident. Well, Glide did have an accident, he just survived. Okay, let me go take a look at our equipment again. This mission had paladins. It is a lot of score, so I do need to do the mission. I just didn't expect it to pop up. I just don't know if lasers are going to be good enough for us. Offset the pirate ship? I mean, we gotta offset the base, too. We're currently negative 400 and... probably just negative 400. It was like 250, 200 in the minus. And then 50 for the outpost, or outpost settlement. I think you guys are still equipped fine. Nobody actually got hurt, right? We still have 12 on board? We do. Okay, so I can just dispatch this thing. Alright, guys. We're doing another nighttime temple. Yeah, Glide managed to max out stats from this starting point. Okay, what is our timestamp? Looking about 53. We're doing another temple. Another temple is serious. I'm gonna type it again. I've been spelling this as serious as in not the name. Now, I should consider gas cannons, because you are looking very strong. Can swap the flares. Somebody else will carry those, no problem. We don't have any med kits or scanners deployed. Where's the X-Rifle? Because you guys have inventory space. Okay, there's at least 2. Put another one on your leg. Never mind. You have a lot of weight, too. To the point where I just leave you with this loadout. Have a flare. Gonna put this on your belt, give you a scanner. Same with you. Just need the items to be... and that's really heavy. But yeah, we just need items to be in people's inventory at this point. And these are fire extinguishers, to my knowledge. Smoke, yeah. You guys are really good. I mean... how do I want to handle... I guess we just put the knife in the bag? But at the same time, the knife isn't really going to save you if it's in your... no, you have the pistol. You'll be fine. You don't need a knife. Where's somebody else? Here you are. Never mind. Somebody without extra equipment. We don't want all the items stacked on the same people. We might not have that choice. Actually, you can just do this. And have a flare. Okay. That will work. I could go through and keep stacking grenades and such on people, but I don't think it's going to matter. And we have the safety of a door. And somehow there's nobody here. If I hit L... okay. So it looks like we picked up all the flares. Okay. Go ahead, let them do their thing. There's still nothing here. That's interesting. Who is a scanner? Just use it. The only movement is us. Okay, so this whole tile should be safe. Oh, chat's gone again. Come back. There we go. Welcome to chat. Chat's probably broken again. There we go. Knows the delay is bad. Yeah, chat's minimized again. There you go. No, it's just... Okay. That's... I see. Actually, let me pull this up. It might be slow, because I don't know that I've actually minimized chat this time. I think I just clicked on the window behind it, so I couldn't see it. And it's funny that It's funny that sometimes stream is as slow as it is. I don't know that I want to stand outside here. I think you're going to stand inside and we'll let the, Why didn't that bloom off to the left here? I guess it kind of did. Okay, well, can't stay in here forever. There we go. And this entire street here is going to be lit up for us, which is useful. It's just this alleyway that's going to be a problem. And I don't really know what I want to do about the alleyway. Smoke it. Step over to here. Wait. Do you still have a scanner in hand? You do not. Okay. We also have 2 gas cannons, which is probably overkill. I mean, it's super useful, but I still think it's probably overkill. Seeing as the shotgun works just fine on these missions. You can run up to the top here. You're not going to be able to shoot anyway. Go ahead and drop this. You probably follow Snoo. Hold on, move forward. Okay, we'll leave you 2 there for the time being. You should be able to fire pretty much across the map with aimed shots. There's no arbitrary limit. Oh, never mind. There is an arbitrary limit of 30 tiles. Okay, there's a smoke down here. You need 30 to react. That puts you exactly to there. Excuse me. We did probably want more X-rifles than lasers looking at it. But we're not gonna bother to change that now. Just go ahead and inch forward everybody inside. It is possible a grenade kills a number of people. Well, I guess there's only 4 people sort of out. You've got time units, you've got time units, you threw something, and can you even get in here? No, the map ends. Okay, so you don't need to worry about that. I mean, stare at the window, I guess. Okay. Kind of think you're in the light anyway at this stage. Maybe not. Drop yourself a smoke. Let's get you a friend. Is there anybody in the building here? Nope. Go ahead and stand there. Okay, I'm just going to assume nobody's in here at this stage. You can go ahead this way as well. Our laser rifle and shotgun. You need 30 as we established last turn. We have more shotguns, alright? Just in the back? Okay. You 2 are going to need to move out. Because shotguns are going to be the best against the cult here. Okay. is... No, okay. I don't even... It's just such a small choke point to force ourselves through. I probably leave everybody spaced like this. I'm just trying to figure out where... We're gonna hit like 10 enemies any second now, because we've seen nothing this far. And there's one giant building on the map. It's probably down here at this rate, right? Does the map... No, it keeps going. We have a ways to go. Okay. And we found somebody. Found somebody else. Revolver can probably see you back. This is where we want the X-Rifle. I mean, there's one over here. You can see this guy. I'm gonna have you aim and fire. Do you have accuracy for this? You have enough. How many hits did that take? 2? Okay, you can probably just shoot this guy. Well, now we know. There you go. And want a couple more people moving forwards. This is potentially... Oh, you need to be further forwards for that. I was gonna say, we should drop a smoke. We'll just run with it. I'm sure it's fine. You can stand behind. You two are here. I kind of forgot about that. It just means we have artillery for the road here. And does the accuracy just drop to 0 when you're out of range? Yes. So range is to, I mean, here. Okay. There should be somebody here. This is kind of a concern. Yeah, and you'll just stay behind the wall while these people move forwards. You probably really should go forwards to here. And the window, this building isn't a problem. You need to stop worrying about the window. This guy, good kill. Did we actually see somebody there? That was a good kill. We see 2. You're over here. You're over here. We're gonna have you try and... Oh, that's a hell of an angle. Can you hit this? Yep. Okay, go ahead and take your shot at this guy. That was a wall. Still a wall. Okay, your turn. There you go. Okay, now what do we see? You are a problem. And I'm gonna have you fire an aim shot at him anyway. No viable trajectory, out of range. Viable trajectory, you are... Okay. You destroyed the corpse? That's pretty impressive, actually. I think that saves us money. That's actually a funny thought, because it costs like 100 to sell off the human corpses, I think. Okay, well... Do we have a scanner? Yeah, Crispix is here with a scanner. Go ahead to here. We see one guy in the door. Okay, that does make sense. That means this window's a problem. Can you see through here to the door? No, you can't. Okay. You can go ahead and back up and stand there. I'm gonna have you watch this way. You have the time units to watch. So you probably want to drop a smoke so this guy sees one of you first. I'm not really sure what I want to do about you. Go ahead and drop. You don't have smoke. Go ahead and... I feel like a smoke was already dropped where you're standing. You have time units. Can you throw this to... Oh no, it's 2-layer building. Alright, never mind. Just hold it in your hand. Okay. Your own reactions again, you inch forwards. Next turn we'll probably take out a few more guys in the street and then have the ability to fully move out in the street. Good reaction, those guys seem to have slightly more health. You still see him. He doesn't see you back? You must be in the dark. If I hit L... Nope. Okay, and we know somebody's still out here. So, it said somebody has ran far enough away to not be on scanner. Okay. How far can you throw? Where did that land? So it's right here. Wait, no, what is... I guess that is the stun grenade. I don't know how a grenade would have wound up there otherwise. I could just put all the corpses in a pile and shoot them. I think the gas cannon is probably the best way to destroy them right now. We have stun grenades. Actually, that might make it the only way to destroy them. Well, no, there's probably magnet blast grenades sitting on the floor of the craft. Okay, well there's two of these guys and they're an actual problem. You need to inch forwards, I guess. We do need to get further into the street. You see this guy. Okay. Can you hurt him? You know what? Shoot him again. Good job. Do you have a medkit? You do. Okay, back up into the smoke. Okay, well, this guy can be... Oh, didn't even start to bleed. Takes a lot of grenades to stun the paladin anyway. The stun grenades, it's only like 2. It wasn't that bad. But, otherwise, normally, yes. You... Hold on, can you prime and throw another one? Wait, you can. Never mind. I don't really know what I want to do about this guy here. You can see him, which does concern me. Drop this on the ground. This doesn't have auto? No. And you're gonna need 30. This whole structure, so people can get around back here. I don't know if it's worth trying to fight this guy. I kind of think you go here. You out of time units now? Okay, never mind. Back all the way up. You can go ahead and stand here. Does it even matter? Not really. You can continue to stare down that lane. We're kind of stuck here in this choke point, so I guess you're gonna move a little bit closer. The rest of you guys can probably throw a smoke across the street and try and actually get somewhere new. You're stuck holding a grenade. You guys should walk out to the street. It's good that people are starting to panic. You lived? Hi there. Let's make sure you continue to live. Stood back up too? 13 health? Oh, what is that? -8. So you were at 5. And that was out. So you went... Okay, went down with 9. You're out of time units. Can you see this guy? Thank you. Uh-oh. You're one of those recruits. Oh, joy. 18, you get 2 shots. That's the ground. I told you to shoot there because I moved my mouse slightly. Hold on. Can we still see this guy down here? We have another shotgun. So this guy's missing. That's friendly. Okay. You're gonna put this on your shoulder. And you're gonna hit the shot. And it's all gonna be fine. Gas cannon him? There's people a little close for me to want to do that. Okay, well, this is gonna be interesting. It's probably someone else's turn to get shot. Should inch you forward so we don't all explode. Okay. You guys can stand. This is pretty much perfect. I don't even know where the enemies are at this stage. This concerns me a little because I'm sure we're going to get shot in the back at some point. You just stare this way. You've scanned. You can move forwards too. You'll just shoot through the door if it's a problem. You've shot 2 different people from here, so I'm going to leave you there. Shotguns do nothing against paladins? Yeah, that's armor. Oh, okay, hold on. Hi, friend. You're probably a medic. You would have died if this guy had a clue. That's not quite close enough. We'll have to throw a second one. Did that land in the same spot? Okay. You're gonna sit there and watch this way. You're gonna back up 2 squares and hope not to get stunned. Okay, here's our paladin. Actually bleeding this time. You have... What items do I even care about? Probably just those 3. Can you shoot? Not with people in the way. Here, go ahead and back up. Fire a blind shot, see if you hit him. That's fine. Now, the gas cannon is... actually in a decent spot? Hell yeah. For the on-edge gameplay, pre-prime stun grenades? Yeah, that seems like it'll chain react. Probably bounding off the Aquatoid's head. Yeah, it's the same reason I don't want to put a stun grenade on the drone, because if anybody goes down with a stun grenade, everybody's going down. New challenge for UFO, only stun weapons. How many of those... What is there, 1? 2? I mean... That's kinda how, alien weapon self-destruction plays out. And welcome. Okay, this is handled, this was handled. There is another guy over here somewhere that's kind of a concern. We will see if he pokes his head out. Okay, poked his head out. What lane do you need to be on for this to actually hit? Did that hurt him at all? Yes. Alright, go ahead and take your shots then. Uh-oh. Okay. 0 to front with laser. I'm just gonna hope that was a bad damage roll. And from here, the Aquatoid should be stunned. 1 paladin is dead. 2nd paladin is On our radar is probably the best I can go with there. You should back up a square. Okay. It did take 2. Yeah, good luck with that. Bro! There's no... Good job, team. Alright, you actually died this time. As did 3 other people. Where's our med kit? Where is this guy? Okay. Back up. This guy's not surviving the turn. This guy might be surviving the turn. Man. Putting onto the main edit, yeah. That's a hell of a grenade. How are you doing? You have 316. Okay, so you'll live for long enough to where this isn't a huge issue. At least you didn't die alone. Yeah, but this guy just took out a third of the team with 1 grenade. Took him down with you. Well... Yeah, That probably just, they're gonna stop panicking now, aren't they? Okay, bad shot. Look this way. We get to inch forwards now. It was all going so well. Although, judging by the dead empty street, it might continue to go well. How many of you... Are any of you one of the 50 strength people? Did the 50 strength people just explode? Well, no, they have the gas cannon, so probably not. Ah, you, okay. Because I was hoping someone would be able to throw a grenade all the way over here. Who's on the current panic train? Well, my guess would be everybody. Yeah. And that guy kind of needed to die this turn. We're gonna see what happens here. You should step... You should... I'm just gonna assume nobody's here. Go ahead by the wall. If you do panic, let's have you not shoot a teammate. Step around the corner. Step over to here. Not gonna be able to save you, but... All the grenades. I mean, somehow we haven't panicked. Do you have high bravery? No, you don't even have high bravery. Did this guy bleed out? No, he's still standing here somewhere. So, I'd love to fire the gas cannon. But it's going to destroy all our items, so I think we're going to have to do this. What? You know what? It's fine. Where was... So medkit's going to be on the body. It has the stun grenade. You're going to have to wait another turn. How are you... Guys... Oh, no. Alright, you know what? I'm sure you can step forward and throw this. There you go. Wait, but you're... These guns use throw... Actually, it probably uses firing accuracy to shoot, but it levels throwing. Okay, this guy might go down this turn. You can fire a shot. That's not good. It's another 0 to front armor. Yeah, okay. Actually, is this? This looks like our warehouse. Though it kind of looks like a normal apartment. Wow, normal with 3 beds in the middle of the room. I'd rather you not get insta-killed by somebody with a shotgun, though, so I'm gonna have you not do that. Take a glance at the window, and... Did we get him? Finally. Hi there. Would you like to die? Can you go get this? Yes. How many fatal wounds? 3 and is 10? 10, so you're good. Okay. And you have to wait for this? I guess you've thrown 2 grenades. We have 2 time units, 6 to the ground, 2 to the... You're gonna hold that in your hand. Okay. Okay. Betty will stand after those grenades. Yeah, I'm not really sure what's going on with the room here. And thankfully, the grenades worked. Though this guy took priority over the sprite on the ground. Okay, you're just gonna have to stand there. Now, I'm tempted to drop another stun grenade on the Aquatoid so it doesn't stand back up. Because that would be unfortunate. You two, I mean, you probably shouldn't stand next to one another. But that is fine. Oh, there's 2. This guy's back. Can you hit him? Hang on, time unit check. Just no viable trajectory. I don't know what I want to do about this guy. Actually, I do know. And if you put that in your bag, can you fire into the building? Did you hit the guy next to... Nope, you hit nothing. Oh, you can do it again. When I said do it again, I kind of wanted you to hit. I don't think you should move much further forwards. You need 26 to shoot, so you only get 1 reaction shot anyway. Just stand here. It'll be fine. This little corner might be our #1 threat. Hold on, Crispix is still here with a scanner, right? Is anything... Oh, yeah, okay, there are people in the building. Four? Okay, so... They're upstairs? Okay, one's upstairs. Two are upstairs? Yeah, that's gonna be a fun building to deal with. And you still don't see anybody despite having crossed the street. No smoke. You have a smoke that you can throw. And you 3... We have 4? We have 4. Oh, come on. Oh, there's multiple. Wait, that actually makes sense as to why they keep surviving. Okay. Just level it to the ground. I mean, we certainly tried. I think we took out one square of the roof, but we're gonna be here for a while if we really want to level it. Okay, so this is probably the last guy we actually need to kill, and from there it's just a lot of cultists. Yeah, okay. The fact that there's 3 explains why they're so durable. It's because we're shooting more than one guy. This building is something that we are going to not deal with for as long as physically possible. uh, that's always funny. Okay. There he is. Can you guys shoot him from here? There's a pole in the way. Okay. If you move to here, probably only one tile. You killed somebody. I don't even know how I want to deal with, so you need to be something like this, something like this. Ah, we got him. Okay. Nobody's here. I mean, the guy who ran away might have died after getting hit by a laser. This would have... I don't know how that would have killed him. Okay, we might actually have to clear this building out. And if that's the case, then we're gonna have to make sure this guy stays put. That looks like 2 tiles, so 1, 2. Oh boy. Go ahead and drop yourself a smoke and step to the entrance. We probably shouldn't both stand there, because then we're gonna get another grenade thrown at us. You're here, you're here. We will see what's across the way in a bit. Now it's a little... Okay, this guy's still here. I think that's critically low on health. That's what the snowflake there means. But worst case scenario, we have a dead Aquatoid, which is fine. I'm not sure we can really get much out of interrogating another one. Okay, 1, 2, 3, you have the shotgun. This guy's just here out of time units, yes. Needed you to hit that. Or that. At least we have a target now. You almost certainly can't shoot over the building. I stand corrected. Okay. You get to inch forwards. Is there anybody here? I don't see anyone. We just need to take out 1 or 2 guys in the building. I do not like it here. Here, you have the scanner. What do you see? A lot. So somebody could be in this room. But there's nobody in this room, so you're just gonna go stand here. You'll stand there, you'll put the scanner... you probably want to keep it out. We'll just drop it on the floor if you need to shoot somebody. And we have 2 available scanners. Oh, you have a scanner too, that's useful. Likely a paladin. I would agree, but I think that 4 is the max that I've ever seen on a mission. And we've killed 4 of them, which just means we need the entirety of the enemies to start panicking. They all had a massive morale recovery when 4 of us died. So there's a good chance we just have to break morale again. Oh, and you haven't done anything this turn. I kind of think you just go over here. If we're trying to break morale, just send everybody to building. Hope you don't get shot from this direction. Yeah, because they're starting to panic again. Somebody's over there we can go deal with. There's two people over there. I don't know that I want to. So the gas cannon can't really get a shot in there. There's two of you. Is there somebody directly across the hall from you? There is, with a revolver. I think you want an automatic weapon for this guy. Okay. Because I'd like to have the shotgun available. We'll just... Here, get over here. Where do I even put you? Just here? That'll do. You could drop yourself a smoke. Probably want to. You... Oh, actually, no, you have a shotgun. I really don't have anything I can do with the gas cannons inside the buildings here. I mean, I could knock a hole in the wall, I'm sure. You're out of ammo. I'm just gonna have you grab a shotgun. Alright, off we go. Now, you should be able to fire over the building at the wall. That's incredible. And you hit somebody else, too. Okay. Wow. Also, the zero is a little bit of a concern, but it could just be really, really out of range. Otherwise, you're gonna have to do something about the paladin that we encounter. I'm thinking. That's just another guy? I mean, screw it, do it again. You tried to kill this. I saw that. You're trying to kill Trash Panda. No. Clicked too fast. Okay. Killed this guy, didn't kill this guy. I'm going to assume that that's something to do with the window. You can go stand here. Yeah, I am beginning to believe. That's impressive. Okay, how's it going inside? You're probably just stuck on scanner duty here. There's somebody upstairs. Okay. Well, in we go. Is this room just gigantic? Oh, there's a staircase here. Okay. That means we're gonna need you... You can't sprint any further. You just go stand at the door. You can walk all the way into here. Okay. That's the ground floor cleared, and I'm not sure anyone's left in the warehouse. The zero still concerns me. Good reaction even if you missed. He's gone again. He's back. This is why you have extra ammo. Okay, and one spots guy with an AK. There we go. Yeah, that's what I thought. Lost 100 points for those four. Very sad. I mean, funny, but like... Could have had We could have only been 100 points under. Or would that have been 200? Instead of going down, it would go on... no. It's not one of those situations here. Okay, and items. What are we looking at? Ion beam accelerators. Just another medic. I mean, we can research it, but... it's nothing crazy. Damaged paladin armor like this. Blast rifle, spear, explosive. I almost feel like we should just sell this leads to the hook. We probably have a spear already, though. Shotguns, we like those. Revolvers, we don't need. We kept one of those for research sake. And laser carbines. I kind of think we just sell these since they're worse. Yes, it's very sad. Anyways. Can you sell the databank now? Did we get another databank? Oh, we did. We should be able to sell it. Yeah, we've already researched it once. Okay. And dye grenades. Yeah, they're on the way. Yep. Ta-da. How'd the end go? We just had to kill enough people to cause them all to panic. Okay. And do we even need it? There's our dye grenades. What are we currently at? It's on the screen. There it is. And I probably want... what's our crew size? Or it's 7. Okay, yeah. It's time for another round of recruits. I'll go ahead and throw some dye grenades on this too in case I need it. What are we? 33. I'm gonna go with 12 more. Don't forget to put people in the training pool, that's true. I don't even know if we have enough people to put in the training pool. I mean, we probably do. There's 18. There can't be more than 8 wounded. There's our 12. Training pool is... yep, 4 people died. All of them were in training. There's 4 more... hold on. Go ahead and pull out anyone over 50. You do not need to be in the training pool. I guess we didn't need to pull out everybody over 50. You are at... okay, yeah, we're... these people have spent their entire career in the pool. Okay. And we will go ahead and save so we can get people named. Okay, where's logs? Let me just copy the command. And set that to 5. I have a new Discord message. There's a collection. Did everybody who just died? No. Not everybody came back. Not important message. Okay. We're good. Now, hold on. Load the game. There's everybody for you. Okay, and we have 72 hours before new recruits arrive. We might get spammed with missions. Harpoon stun. Good, go back to selling these. I don't know how I want to use the harpoon stun rounds. 2 of the 4 came back. I mean, I can just quickly go into here, memorial. You're back. Is Steel Legionnaire? Yeah, okay. So yeah, 2 out of 4. No longer dead. Go ahead and minimize that. There we go. To capture aliens. Well, yeah. The problem is it does like half the damage of... This is not the right craft. It does half the damage of the super cavitating rounds, so I don't want to use it everywhere, but there are some missions where I'm going to want it around. I just don't even... I don't know how to equip the squad with this, since it's the same gun. I mean, I can throw 2 extra jet harpoons on. And we can do something similar to what we were doing with here. Where's loadout 1? We can do something similar to the actual harpoon, with a couple of these with the stun ammo. Should probably just leave them here and put them on situationally. You had a shotgun. There you go. Yeah. It's your only ranged stun option, and most things don't resist stun, but yeah, it's bad offensively. That is about what I'm looking at. I don't even... Do I just make more? I probably should make more of the launchers. How much money are we at? Less than I'd like. Though I guess we did just have to recruit 12 soldiers. Because if all I mean, these aren't expensive. I don't know why I'm concerned. I just do this. 5 days? It's fine. Medbay. We might want one of these. Speeds it up 1.5 times? What does that mean? So 50% bonus. Okay. Is it worth 450 and 32k? I kind of think no. But at the same time, we weren't researching anything important anyway. I mean, we can hold on. Do you lead to the... Yeah, you lead to that, so we need to research this guy first. That'll give us real armor. Medbay, bases... I don't think I care. Welcome to the base, everybody. I should probably actually swap people out in the training pool. Instead of 60 days, it'd be like 45? Yeah, pretty much. I just don't think it's worth the investment to really cut down that much. No, you guys do need to be in here. Anybody under 40, I'm going to leave on. You're under 40. Okay. And then you guys, I'm going to start at 20. And that's everybody. Okay. Next round is here. That also means I should probably put you guys on board. And straight to the front of the line. I'm not going to worry about equipment since underwater and above water have different equipment types. Paladin of the Church. I read this earlier. I will leave this here. Does it scroll? It scrolls. Okay, I learned that today. Here you can pause, and from here it scrolls more than once. Okay, looking similar to new ones. Church is not. Okay. So yeah, the actual cultists. There you go. Okay. And I guess we just get the recipe. I will research the calcinite. Recycle and strip. I would like to repair. We probably need to research aquaplastics, huh? Jet harpoon. Go back to selling these. Equipment. It looked like it favored the more advanced ammo. I mean, that puts me up to 24. People aren't fully running these, I don't think. Stun, put that up to 12. Inventory, it is a 12-12 split. Okay. Yeah. Calcinite, what do we get? I believe this is standard. Alien Electronics and the Corpse. Oh, that's nice. Because we killed it. I don't know what this is. Um... Okay, well, let's at least queue this. And what was the other one? Electronics? This leads to a lot. All of this. So we're going to need this before anything else. And unless this is a super short research, we could. Let's go ahead and start here. Does this affect progress at all? No, no. Do we need Vibroblade? Info? Gives us access to a couple other things? I don't know that we can manufacture looking at that. Oh boy. Oh, thank God. Okay. I'll take that. That's some free points. The Circuit Superior, yeah, I think this is similar to something I've read. We were able to operate them, yep. Lots of progress. Naval Control Center. I feel like that was super useful when I read what it was the first time, but it also cost like 8 million to build, so we're not going to be able to get it for at least a year. Oh yeah, and how's the Wounded? You'd say it's worth. The problem is that's like most of our money. Okay. Naval Control Center. I will queue it, even if we're going to start with the corpse. And we have dissections available, which is nice. Lab's done in 2 days. We have a mill. We go into Aquanauts. Wounded is not actually that bad. Looking at 24 and 15, although it has been probably a week or two, so that was closer to 40. 24 days isn't too bad. That's kind of an insane thing to say. Okay, well, last day of the month. Do we get a mission? Poor? Do we lose? You must improve your effectiveness? No, we don't lose. Okay. Construction of the subpen. Yeah, I'm looking at the wide array sonar. I think we just build another base. And that's gonna be... negative 400. If we'd gotten... So the military base is just a problem. New missions are going to start appearing. I do need to remember that. We live to fail another month. Yes, sir. Or if you get a high negative score. I thought if you got a negative score enough times you lost, but that could be a mod thing. And we were positive last month, so... there is that. We are going to build a base. Where that base is going to be, I mean, probably like here? The problem is I can't see enough of the globe at once to really get a good visual of how that would look. And then what do we need, 4 here? How the... 1... 1, 2, 3... We might just need 4 bases here, which leaves 1, 2, 3... Oh no, hold on. You are going to get placed up here, which covers the top half. Which is how you, and then somebody down here works. Okay. And there's this little area in the middle here. Could place it here too. How many bases do we have? Because there's a limit. We do have 8. You've seen a screen with negative 3,704. That's funny. I mean, I didn't even lose funding either, which is weird. Okay, but yeah, so we will... One of them will be built up here. I mean, this 1, 2... It's like 4? And I mean, I guess there's down here I gotta deal with. But if we have the top half covered, that's not a huge deal. So I'm just gonna whack a base here. Something like that. This is gonna be South Pacific. I think we're probably gonna have to build 2 of these. I might have SP2 at some point. There's you. We'll go ahead and build facilities. We want another corridor. And this shows up wrong. We'll build a sub-pen. And then we'll have to wait 6 days. I'm going to save here. I do have things to do, so I can't just stream another episode. At some point we'll reach... Well, I mean, at some point I'll just be able to do more than 1 stream a week. Can you check the previous activity? Yes. That's going to be activity total. Significant activity. That is a better idea for building. The problem is I just want it to be near my base. Indian... South China Sea. We have that relatively well covered. I mean, okay, so yeah, great. I guessed. And this month it's another complete guess if the mission is actually in the same spot or not. Okay, well, I mean, unless it's like further over here. I don't know if the radar range reaches all the way into this area, but that's going to be close enough, because this is going to be on the edge of radar bases anyway. Okay, well, this is going to have to do. Just want it to be relatively close to here. Because, I mean, I could whack a base in the middle of here, but at the same time, I feel like we also kind of need some coverage of countries, which these bases help with. It's been an hour. I've been clicking around on 5-second speed doing nothing. Well, there's your spoiler cliffhanger for next time. This mission is going to spawn an hour into the next episode, too. Aliens attack. Wait, god damn it. Yeah, that's going to be for next time. Alright. Well, thank you all for watching. So I throw my headphones on the floor. Holy. Yeah, no, things to do today. So, it's going to be the end of the episode. Thank you all for watching. Did I timestamp everything? I did. This is kind of short, huh? I mean, according we made it to 2 hours. But yeah. Imagine if it's lobsters. I mean, we just leave. That'd be miserable. It'd be really funny. Oh, but yeah. Thank you all for watching. Same time next week. Well, not same time. Sometime between 10 and 11 next week I will start streaming on Friday. Until then, thank you for watching, and I will see you next time. And recording. We are still recording. Thank you all for watching. If you actually bothered to watch the recording.